Hello and welcome back to Gardening and Allotment Tips, hosted by Gardening with Ben. And if you've not listened to my main podcast channel, make sure you find Gardening with Ben on any podcast platform. Over 140 episodes for you to listen to and catch up on if you've not listened to them. Certainly keep you busy for a few days or weeks, depending how fast you listen to them. So, this is a podcast channel where they're just 5-minute short episodes talking about different gardening and allotment tips on a regular basis. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about making your own plant labels. As time goes on, we need to start looking after the environment more and trying not to use plastic, purchase plastic if possible. We need to try and reuse stuff if we can. So when you're obviously sowing all your seeds, which you're going to be starting to do soon, I'm certainly looking forward to that myself, you need to think about your plant labels. In the past, sometimes I've forgotten to do plant labels and I've just put the packet underneath the container, and once I've watered it, it starts to dissolve it and you forget what you've planted in the tray or in the plant pot. So I like to make plant labels, and one way of making plant labels is you can use lollipop sticks. They're very good to write on with a Sharpie. I also demonstrated how you can make them out of twigs and branches. If you're doing a lot of pruning this time of year, save some of the branches and then just scrape off a bit of the bark, and you can write the name of the plant on the end where the bark is with a Sharpie, and that is a fantastic way of reusing those branches rather than burning them or just chucking them away. Or if you want to get the kids involved, why not look at painting some stones with the actual vegetable on it? I've seen so many pictures of this, what people do, and they're absolutely fantastic. And you can make one for obviously each plant, and you can, if they don't last for a year, you can repaint them the year after. Or if you varnish them or something like that and they do last, you can just move them around to where the vegetables are each year. And it can be a great way of getting the children involved in your allotment and gardening. And if you don't want to do it on stones, another way of doing it, I've seen people doing it, is on wooden spoons. You paint the wooden spoon and you put on what plants in it or vegetable, and you sink it into the ground next to the vegetable, and there again you've labelled up what is growing. So it's great to know what you are actually growing. So try and stay away from using the plastic labels if possible. Even people make them out of old milk cartons, cut them up into pieces and use them to write on, as long as you're not going out purchasing more plastic and reusing the stuff that you have to make use of. And that way you can start to do your little bit towards being a greener person. And it's certainly one thing that I do need to do myself, is try and be a greener person and try and stop buying all this plastic what's out there. So I hope you found that useful. It's been a nice short little episode today. Come back tomorrow to listen to tomorrow's episode, where we'll be talking about a different gardening topic. Remember to click that subscribe button if you've not subscribed to this channel. And remember to search for Gardening with Ben and listen to those podcasts. They're usually a bit longer than these ones. So until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts.